Le Nozze di Figaro is an opera buffa in 4 acts composed in 1786 by Mozart during the height of the Viennese classical era. At the time, King Joseph II censored any and all overly political pieces of work. De Ponte removed all blatant snubs at nobility in order to get it approved. This plot still had humor-hidden commentary on nobility, their rights and their follies. It was therefore highly accessible and adored by lower classes. The opera itself takes place in the span of a day. It is about a count trying to enact his right to bed a servant, Susanna, before she is wedded to his other servant, Figaro. Eventually, the count's plot is thwarted by a pissed-off countess and clever Susanna, and in between, Cherubino, the count's page, gets sent off to the army in Seville for messing around with girls. Finding Susanna alone, he speaks of his love for all the women in the house, particularly the Countess, and expresses his hormonal oxymoronic emotions. This aria shows Mozart's innovative use of music and form to serve the text and characterization. Mozart breaks convention and uses simple harmonies to characterize Cherubino. Using melodies built primarily around 5 and 1, Mozart uses tempo and key change to indicate the warring emotions of teenage angst. Mozart uses key areas in the 4 sections of Non so più to depict the various emotions of Cherubino. The aria itself is essentially a bunch of appoggiaturas and fermatas. Mozart was unafraid of disturbing the melodic line in favor of characterization. The first theme, a quick and breathless admission of not knowing, begins in E-flat major. The text is repeated 3 times for emphasis, another example of Mozart's dramatic flexibility. Beginning in B-flat major, appoggiaturas appear frequently as Cherubino discusses being aroused and his unexplainable desire in the B section. The second portion of text is repeated twice, all examples of Mozart breaking norms in lieu of dramatization. Beginning in A-flat major, the C section has a completely different dreamlike quality, emphasizing the text Cherubino says, "I speak of love when I am awake and asleep." Yet again, the text is taking precedence over the music. The D section is significantly shorter than the others and is in E-flat major, our home key. This is the major section of fermatas and pauses. The text is repeated twice, the first slower pensive tempo juxtaposed against the quick exuberant ending. Mozart lets us know through musical choices that Cherubino is not easily swayed from his charming upbeat ways, even when faced with puberty and loneliness. Albeit one of the more minor characters in Mozart's Le Nozze di Figaro, Cherubino, he serves not only as the comic relief for what would be otherwise very serious situations, he also, his aria itself, it's a great example of what Mozart can do in a short amount of time with very simple harmonic ideas, but he manages to portray such important and powerful emotions, and I think that's what makes Mozart a true genius, and that's why this aria is so important.